What's up, YouTube? Coming to review these Jordan 1s. Everybody's seen the review. You don't need to see another basic review. What you need to see is what is everybody talking about. Everybody's like, they're so different from one another. The one thing that I've been hearing the most is about these circle rolled up, fruit roll up laces. What are those? Yeah, everybody wants them to be like these. Nice and scrambled like noodles. First off, let me start by telling you all of these are 100% authentic. Picked them up at the mall this morning. They're all size 10 except the first one is a 9.5. The first two pairs I got from City Gear, both from the same retailer. They look completely different. Let me zoom in on these bad boys. You can see the 9.5 has a very, very smooth leather for the blue part. It doesn't look tumbled at all. It looks almost like I don't want to say a GS pair, but it's very smooth, but the leather is still very soft. Way, way better than any GS pair. But yeah, no tumble. Also, we got the spaghetti around the fork looking laces. This pair is also from City Gear, and I'm not sure if you could tell the difference, but in person it's a huge difference. These are way more tumbled. Huge difference. It doesn't even have that same bounce back when I push it. It leaves a thumbprint. These have the roly-poly laces. When I examined all of the toe boxes of the shoe, I noticed that really every pair has a completely different leather. This pair has little tiny tumbled, and honestly the leather's a lot more stiff. As you can see, doesn't give you that nice thumbprint that we got from the other pair at all. This leather is like crap compared to this leather. Fingerprint just sticks there. Look at that. This pair, man, the holes aren't even cut all the way out. You can see that right there. That wasn't cut out. I tried to get it out. There's another one right there that's not cut out. It's like sloppy around the edges. See that white sticking out from the black leather. It's like that on both on both shoes. They're all different. It's weird. So not only do they look different, but when you go inside of the shoe and you do your real sneakerhead dirt digging, you do see the production dates on each shoe is different. Literally each shoe. Literally each fucking shoe. See what this one says. This one says from 11/02/16 to 12/29/16. That's the 9.5 from City Gear. This one is a size 10 from City Gear as well. It says 11/16/16 to 12/20/16. So these were actually started on the same day, but finished a week earlier than this pair. Let's move to the next one. These say 11/16/16 to 12/21/16. So these also started on the same day, but were finished a day later than those. Still a week earlier than those. This pair is from Champs. This pair, I think, might have the best leather. The next one is, let's see, 11/30/16 to 1/10/17. So these actually didn't even start production until 11/30, which is almost 2 weeks later than all of these. And they didn't end production until January 2017. And all these ended in December. The last pair I got is from Foot Action. These last two pairs are from Foot Action. It says 11/30/16 to 1/22/17. So these were produced in 11/30 instead of 11/16 as well, but they weren't finished until the 22nd of January, which is almost another 2 weeks after even the latest pair. So in all, these things were finished anywhere, looks like between like 2 months apart. I don't know. I guess they made them one at a time or something. How you do that? But I guess people want to know how to authenticate them. So let's get into that. The Nike Air you want to have the registered trademarks. You want it to not meet the stitch on the text, but when you let go, it kind of looks like it. And you want the text from the back of the tag to begin actually on top of the shoe and not inside it. This one, is a 9.5, is slightly smaller, so the text is slightly inside the shoe, a little more, because the shoe is actually a little smaller. Still, however, when you let go, it almost sits right on that stitch, the text. And the Nike check swoosh almost seems to sit right on that stitch. For the toe box, I mean, feel free to pause right here and really examine the dots and the placement. Also, you want to make sure you have a very clean stitch, a double stitch. You want it to be perfect. There's no edges poking up from the leather. There's no peaks. It's very clean. Also, a lot of things people don't mention is look at your padding. The padding matters. Compare the padding on the tongue to other Jordan 1s you have. Look at that cushioning, feel it, squeeze it. Now for the later Jordan 1s, I think from the fragment ones and up, the stitch goes past the Nike check slightly. Prior to that, like on the 2013 version of this shoe, it would stop at the Nike check and the corner would be right there where the blue begins. Instead, we have the corner being slightly above the blue. Old ones, you want them to meet the swoosh. The bottoms, you want to have that registered trademark on the Nike check. And you really want to check the edges for glue. As far as glue goes, out of 5 pair, I don't see a flaw on none of them. They're pretty perfect. The inside, just have one of these bad boys. And it should also have that side sticker. The sticker might not be like placed exactly the same. It's just a sticker. But pretty much, you want it to look like this. You guys can even look at the tree real good. Look at this cardboard tree. Make sure it matches what you got. All of those should be the same. Whoops. Look at that. I lied. We got a Jumpman. Jumpman, Jumpman, Jumpman. That boy up to something. The other foot's got this one. So I got a random Jumpman. Don't know about it. Whatever. Yeah, so apparently you might get a hot Jumpman in there. A big indicator when you're authenticating Jordan 1s is the wings logo. You want the tip of that wing to be pointing right at that lace hole. Just like pointing at it. Just right there. On older pairs, the wing logo is smaller than newer pairs, but either way, it's gonna be pointing right at that lace hole, no matter what. That's what you want. Once again, the leather is completely different for each pair. Look at this one. I swear, this one's like smooth, no tumbles. You cannot say these are fake. They literally came from the same store as the ones next to them. Same store. Got the receipt, city gear, blah blah. So I'm not sure if that helps you guys at all, because in fact it's rather confusing. They're all different. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Hope I helped you guys out. Subscribe and like the channel. Check back later for more reviews. Peace.